Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Lucifer. This is episode 12 of season 5. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. The first 11 episodes have been uploaded to the channel. I still can't get over the singing karaoke episode. Me, absolutely, I loved it. It's one of my favourite episodes that I've watched. Now, I've seen online that it's not got really good ratings, to be honest. If you go on and check on like IMDb and look at the different ratings, like all the shows got a 9 and that one's got like an 8.1. I thought it was amazing. I loved it. Literally, I loved it. This series is so good. It's so underrated. I know that it's got a lot of fans following it and it's getting good views on YouTube, so I'd like to thank every single person for doing that. But, you know, I still think that there's loads of people that I speak to every day in the street. Have you seen Lucifer? No, I've not heard of it. What's it about? Have you seen Lucifer? No. It's like, what the hell, man? Nah, this show doesn't get enough credit it deserves. It's absolutely amazing. So, to recap the last episode, God... he ended the episode with him telling Amenadiel and Lucifer that he's gonna be retiring, and then he just boom disappeared, mate. You know, he said he's getting too old and he's been losing control of his powers every now and again a little bit, and it's time for him to settle down and retire. So I wonder who's going to take the reins. You know, who do you think is going to guard the Silver City and who's going to take the throne in hell? This is what we need to find out. This is what the whole series, I reckon, is building to. I think Michael's going to come back. I think he's going to stake his claim to be the Almighty, and we're going to get a good battle off between the brothers. Last episode as well, I really enjoyed. You know what, right? I actually really like God in this season so far, because I thought he was going to come down and be a serious person. I thought he was going to boss all his sons around. I thought he was going to take charge, but he's not. He's like a granddad. He's just dashing around, just doing like old man stuff. I think it's hilarious. I think it's so good. And Lucifer, you know, he goes on how much like he hates God and all that. And, well, not hates him, but he always blames his dad for everything. And then he got lost. Well, they think that he got lost last episode when God actually went in search for his powers, because he placed it somewhere and then he misplaced it. He couldn't find it, so he went in search for that. Lucifer and the Melody was trying to find him all over the city. They couldn't find him, and when they did, he was like, "Oh my God, you can't do this to us, Dad. You had us worried." You know what I mean? Like a concern, literally, that's what a concerned kid would do to the old parent if they went missing. So I think it's hilarious. I think Lucifer actually does love him, and that stems into the fact he says that he can't really love anyone because it comes from his father. But I think that God loves all his children, and I like the fact that he explained to Trixie that he thinks that what he done with Lucifer as a child, it possibly wasn't the best thing that he could have done as a father. You know, he thought that he was giving him free reign, letting him learn, you know, about the rules, about life and everything like that. In fact, you know, it restricted his relationship with Lucifer and it made him who he is today. And it was the first time it looked like he seen his devil face in the last episode, and he was like, "Why do you pick that devil face?" You know, he said, "Do you think that's how you're seen from the inside? Is that how you truly see yourself?" Which is well deep. His devil face is absolutely sick, isn't it? And his dad got him nearly busted on a sting by literally saying, "Yes, we're on a sting," in front of all the criminals, which was quite funny as well. So we also had the Chloe storyline with Lucifer, that she doesn't really know what's going on with them. She's hurting. She had a conversation with Trixie, which I enjoyed. Trixie should be in it more. That you know, she's on the rocks right now. She doesn't really know if she's going to be friends, if she's going to be partners, if she's going to be lovers. But whatever happens, you know, she's got to tell Lucifer her feelings, and that is true. You know, you got to get it out in the air, say how you feel, and then whatever it is, you know, it could be all singing, all dancing, or it could be devastating. But at least you're not spinning around, not knowing where you left. So I agree with her there, and I can't wait to see it. And hopefully Lucifer relays his love back to her, even though he says he can't say it now. I hope he does. And finally, Mazikeen, you know, God went over to her. He was talking about a soul and stuff like that. He was like, "I can't give you a soul, because you've probably already got one." Didn't actually say that, but that's what he was insinuating. He was saying people change, people grow, and people gain new things. You know, Lucifer, who would have thought the devil could fall in love with a human? Who would have thought that an angel could have a baby with a human, referencing to Amenadiel? And who would have thought that demons could evolve and adapt into the people they are today? So I think he's saying she's got a soul because she looked well happy after it. So the last piece of the jigsaw is got to be Eve coming in, so I can't wait. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. The full video is going to be in the description if you guys want to watch that. Just click the link, it is free, and enjoy. So thanks for clicking my video today, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. That was one silent blender. Mine's well loud in real life.
Daniel, You've been staring at that same file for 10 minutes now. Have you achieved your final form?
How am I supposed to react? Well, I know you're the devil now. You come at me with these sort of funny, kind of clever insults. I give back, and that's a Tuesday.
Charming, beloved, and you're still the same person too. Useless, tolerated. Don't be coming to me for any favors.
Don't worry, I won't.
Remember what I did when I first found out the truth?
Yes, you ran off to Europe for a month. Oh, maybe Dan could do with a vacation. Who do I know in one of those countries where they hunt American tourists? We catch murderers, detective. We don't carpool them.
Lucifer, when we're understaffed. I know it's grunt work, but we have to.
Grunt work.
Chloe has Trixie tonight, and honestly, I think the drive might be good for me.
Did you notice the name of the processing officer on the other end?
Luis Navarro.
I just want to remind you of the last time you worked a task force together. The last voice that you need in your head right now is one like Luis's.
I've got it all under control.
Oh, I would say that's an absolute lie in it. What was Trixie saying in the last episode? Denial. You know, literally he's in denial, isn't there? Take a leaf out of Trixie's book and slap that on there. He's definitely in denial. He's not fine.
Daddy Moore! There was a screw up in the paperwork. The prisoner won't be discharged till tomorrow morning. Fine. I made sure that they got you a room. It's a few blocks away. Let's get some drinks for old times.
I don't know, man. It's really late.
I'm turning myself around too, and I just wanted to get some advice from someone who did it before I did.
Think I should go check out the hotel room and watch some HBO.
Wait, hold on.
God and the devil. Let's say they're real, right? Like as real as you and me. He makes mistakes. And if God can make a mistake, what does that say about the universe? I mean,
Spitting
who's
deep
in
facts.
charge?
That's heavy, man.
It is, isn't it?
Maybe you consider joining me in a business venture.
I thought you said you weren't into anything illegal anymore. Can't help you.
Benito! Ahua! Chingate dos!
What the hell?
Why are you naked?
Because I sleep naked. It's a thing. Don't worry about it. Benito, he's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah. Look, man, we need to call this in.
Maybe the risk wasn't quite as low as I led you to believe. Russian mob. And they knew Benito was in the scam with me. So I figured they must have hit him when he left here last night.
How much do you owe them?
$200,000. Okay, I just wanted one more day. Okay, there was this horse race this afternoon.
I can't believe this.
I mean, I'm all the way down here, and I'm police.
Well, then you obviously don't know how the Russian mob operates, do you?
No. Half of my department is on some gangster's payroll. All I ask is that you deliver the money that I owe.
Do you know what I hate? When they guilt trip people like Daniel into it for his family. But this guy didn't think of his family once, did he? When he was selling drugs, he didn't think of his family and the consequences when he's getting in bed with the Russian mafia or whatever, the Russian mob. He's only thought of himself and the money that he's making. He's not thinking about his family and the consequences. You know, so sometimes I understand. Like, I do understand it. The guy's panicking, but you've made your own bed. You got to lie in it. That's my personal opinion. And as well, yeah, what is it now? Daniel is a good guy. He's been in this before, hasn't he? In this situation with a corrupt cop, and now he's being dragged into it. I hope that it goes through plain sailing, but he's going to get caught, and I hope that the police in LA don't actually come after Daniel, because he's panicking, isn't he? He's scared of God, he's scared of Lucifer and stuff, and he's scared of going to hell, so I feel sorry for him. And the fact is, right, this guy as well thought that he owes someone like 200 grand, and what he was going to do is bank all his money on a bet to try and win it, and you should never do that. That is literally the worst thing. Imagine smashing all your life savings on one, like, a risk. I mean, it is a risk, and if it wins, you're laughing, you're banking it literally all the way in. But I don't know. I think that if you owe people money, you should never bank on winning something to get that money back, because if you lose it, you're even in a worse predicament than you was before, and then you're going down a dark road to try and get it back.
What's in the box?
Nothing. Stop talking.
Maybe not straight up legal? You all sweaty with mysterious boxes.
Of course, you count the fact that I've been working with the devil for the last few years, but that's out of my control.
Banging with the exes, getting up to notorious shit, and I wasn't proud of it. So I turned it around. And you know what helped me do it?
What?
God. God is whoever you say he is. And I say that God is someone that gives me the strength to do better.
But then life has a way of blindsiding you.
Let's just say, though, what she just said about God, that is right. God is whoever you decide God's going to be. Your perception of it, if he's going to help you, then go for it, you know. Let God be whoever you want to be, as long as it's going to improve you as a person.
Of course course it's dead. Yeah, it's me, Ryan, and Kevin from class. I was ambushed by Los X's.
Do you need some help?
Yeah.
Yes. And? Yes, it's improv 101. Just get the back. Yeah.
Daniel, fancy seeing you here.
I need a favor.
He loves giving them out, doesn't he? He loves giving favours out.
I'd do a spit take, but this is single malt.
Come on, man. This girl was rescued by her gang, and I know their hangout. Stole something from me, something that I need to get back.
If the police get involved, the drugs will be confiscated.
It's not drugs. So, can you help me? I mean, you're invincible, right? You can go in there, you can beat up the entire gang. I can't do it without you.
Fine. I understand you sell bikes, and I would like to purchase your most expensive one, please.
This is the hype.
Well, wouldn't be the first time I've spent far too much money on something I don't know how to use.
Oh, someone else is stealing it.
I haven't seen him in essentially forever, and then he turns up out of nowhere and announces that he's getting old and he's retiring.
That doesn't belong to you. Hand it over.
Well, doesn't belong to you either.
Cover yourself.
He's gonna run out into that dog in there.
So let's stop projecting and start reflecting. Dan, go. If this really is an emergency, I'll take care of them.
I need your keys.
There's no way in the world I'm letting you drive my car, Daniel.
How am I supposed to do it? Use your imagination.
Oh, he's dropping a bike, I love it. Is it not one head? Is it someone's head?
Animal, come on. You never look in the box. You need to keep some drinks here other than kombuchas. What do you do when you have company? Benito was not my friend. He was an employee. He kept the books for me, and he betrayed me.
Why would you get me involved in this? You could have had anybody deliver that package.
If the Russians decide to kill the messenger, I lose nothing. They're cop killers.
I am never gonna work for you.
I send my man Vargas to recover it, and then he runs into you at the bike shop, and you go and arrest him. I also tasked Vargas with a hit on the Russian's bookkeeper. Now Vargas is indisposed, so you have to do it. Real nasty stuff from Colombia. 1 minute you're fine,
Guy's
and then
mad.
wham. 10 hours from now, you drop dead. I got a head in a box, Daniel. Do I look like a man who's not for real? I left you the address of the bookkeeper on the fridge, along with a note to get some LaCroix.
Right. That guy, he does not look like a guy that you would be scared of. Do you know what I mean? But, like, isn't it weird that, like, you should never judge a book by its cover? Because, to me, he just looks like just a little crappy dude that's going around. And then he starts, and he's fucking scary, mate, isn't it? Like, let's be honest, that guy is scary. And you would never have thought that from him. He does not look like he'd be a person that would be in charge of, like, a massive syndicate. And do you not think that this shows how quickly you could get yourself into some shit that's not your fault? Do you know what I mean? Like, Dan was just living a normal day, and then, 24 hours later, bam, 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 he's literally been set up big time, and he's got no choice but to go after it. And it just makes you think, man, how many times in real life has this happened to innocent people, and they've had to go and commit and do something to save their own ass? Do you know what I mean? Because, like, technically, like, if you're down there, you're going to believe that whatever he's just slapped in your neck, he's going to kill you. His guy's got a head in a box there. He's going after the Russian mob. He's said he's injected you with something. And it's like, look, go and take this person out. You can survive. If you don't take him out, you're dead. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're literally forced into a situation. And most times, yeah, people like Dan, they're going to try and do it. They're going to try and save their own life. He's going to get caught and put away for life. Yeah, yesterday, he was chilling. He was with chicks there. He was with his family and friends. He was having a good time. 2 days later, boom, he's in this mess that he had no plans for at all. So I reckon it's well deep, me. I reckon there's so many people in real life that get put and stuck in these situations that it's no fault of their own. And it's so bad, honestly. It makes me feel sorry for people because there's so many innocents that get locked up. And Ella, she always wears some good shit. I'm actually liking that jacket.
So I have this case where I think someone might have actually faked a murder. How would you do that? You are the best forensic scientist I've ever worked with. I was thinking if anyone could figure this out, it would be you.
I actually do know how to fake the perfect murder. Been working on it for my novel. So, what I came up with is pretty awesome, almost foolproof.
Pull it off and say 9.5 hours?
That's oddly specific. Yep, you should be able to do it, but you would need to move it outdoors.
Second, you're going really fast. I'm just gonna write this down.
I would just, right, if I was down, I would just drag her in. Like, I would literally say, look, somebody's got me into this shit. They told me they're going to kill me. They've put something in my neck. Look, I've got a mark here. Just help me, Ella, please. You know, she's the type of person that would do it. I like Dan's car. Old school, mate.
Hi. Svetlana, right?
Нет. No police without warrant.
Oh, no. I'm not a cop. I mean, I am a cop, but I'm not on official business. It's all fake. This is just to fake your death.
It's very realistic.
Yeah, this is a very professional setup.
Oh, look, your pig blood. It's leaking.
What?
Oh, she's trying to run off.
Bag?
Oh. Oh, she stole his car as well.
No. Man, I'm really sorry to bother you, but I think I need some help. You there? You there?
Right, sick in her.
Dan, I'm your friend. I'm also an angel. I can help.
All right, somebody stole my car, and they stranded me here, and then...
I'm not an Uber.
I'm 100 miles away from home, and I need to get back as soon as possible. So, how does this work? You gonna pick me up, or do I sort of climb up? No.
Oh, mate, that would look sick as a thumbnail.
Yeah, I'm trying to reach the head of the chemistry department at UCLA.
Maze, it's a bounty hunter. Get in there, mate. Why didn't I think of that? You should have called her.
What the hell are you doing here? I'm having the worst day of my life. I feel like I'm losing my mind, and I've had like 3 concussions in 6 hours. I can't help.
Tell me about it.
Amenadiel asked me the same thing, and I can't get you guys involved.
Amenadiel? I'm a demon. You think there's something you can't tell me? Killed a guy together.
For the last time, Maze, we didn't kill a guy. We just made sure that some dangerous people found him.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe Amenadiel carried you in his arms. Set up a meet with Luis, get your antidote, and serve him up to the Russians. Duh, we've done this before.
Just follow a plan whipped up spur of the moment by a demon to deliver a psychopath to a bunch of murderers.
Also, I'm telling the Russians your name is Joe Stone. Because Dan Espinosa sounds like a cop. I'm only helping you because it's you.
Oh, that's well cute. Joe Stone does sound like a cool dude. Sounds English.
Well, it sounds good. But we don't know who the hell you are, Mr. Joe Stone. But Mazaki says you're okay. So...
Dan?
Who is Dan?
I need you to hit me. But...
Oh, I didn't have to ask twice.
I'll explain everything later. My side piece. I never give her my real name, right?
Like you, Joe Stone.
That's hilarious. Do you know what's funny is, right? Look, they seem nice and chilling, them people. They're just, you know. But later on, they're not bothered about how many bodies get dropped, are they? That's what's mad about people who are in gangs and stuff. Like, they're all nice to your face, and they all seem like sound people. In a click of the finger, mate, absolute savages.
A closed Lux for a private party, and your guests should arrive shortly. Everything's in place.
I really appreciate you having my back out there.
Well, I have history with Russians. Trust me, this won't work properly if I'm there.
Maze isn't going to be there for a while. If things get hairy, then what am I supposed to do then?
Daniel, I realize this is your first crime boss summit, so you'll have to take my word for it. I have found exactly the right guys.
Now this place,
Oh,
right?
improv.
Ryan, what the hell are you guys doing here?
Lucifer said you need us for a gig.
How? When?
Well, after we dropped you off earlier, we stuck around for some drinks.
Networking, you know.
Are we gonna do this or what?
Oh, it's going to be a big improv off.
This is my crew.
Power move. I'm impressed.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Best recognize when you talk to my boy Dan. Don't
Shit, this
miss
guy.
me.
Yeah, right.
So, you better put a leash on that dog, animal, because I'll walk out of here right now.
I know, I was supposed to bring proof.
Maze, this is not what we talked about.
No one is going to kill Svetlana.
All right, everybody, just take a breath, all right? This has gotten completely nuts. None of this makes any sense. It's like one crazy thing after another.
Makes you appreciate improv. Like, they're acting really good. I like it.
To talk to you, Holmes.
No!
Oh, go on, Dan.
Yes, I found it.
Oh, Well done. Is she improving? I think she's improving.
I'm sorry, babe. Now you see that sometimes when you're trying to do the right thing, other people who don't deserve it end up getting shot.
Oh, is it a fake?
Hold it any longer. Give yourselves a pat on the back, people. That was mwah!
Look at his face.
Oh, definitely framing that one.
Dan's head's baffled.
Joe Stone, legendary man of the hour.
I really thought you died, Mace.
You think I'd take a bullet for you?
Of course you would.
Not in the chest, anyway.
Fucking love these two.
So many Easter eggs from our previous adventures. Did you spot them all? $5,004,157 spent. The hardest part was making sure the detective wasn't involved. I mean, she would have seen through this charade right away.
A detective. I knew he'd say that. I knew he'd say it.
No. You had to have known every single decision I would make.
At every opportunity to quit, I knew that your optimism would keep you going.
I've been in a really weird place for a long time, but you really helped me.
Well, that's not why I did this at all.
Well, then why did you do all this?
Because you fucking shot me, Daniel.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. They're funny, then. Do you know what? I like that episode. And that's going to wrap up today's video. To me, this episode made me appreciate acting. You know, if you looked at the different characters, like I said, the guy that actually got him into the bad situation, he didn't look like a bad, scary guy. You know, when you first met him, he seemed like a happy, flamboyant, you know, friend. And then how quickly he turned and got you into a mad situation, you know. It makes you think that, like I said, I mentioned it previously in the episode, that I bet there's so many people in real life that literally get caught up and put into situations that they can't control, and it's literally life and death instantly like that, when they didn't even think that they was going to be in that situation when they wake up in the morning. And they've got to just literally follow through with it, and literally head spinning everywhere, don't know what to do, can't control themselves. And I do feel sorry for those people, because there's multiple people in the world that literally find themselves in that situation every day. But it makes you think of acting in this scenario here. There's so many people that you would not think in the roles, just like his little acting group there. Yeah, you see how that guy, where the one that he took his cap off and threw it, and he was like, God, that's a rental, him. Yeah, how quickly like his acting turned when he had to be like a, you know, like a macho bad guy. I just think it's great, mate. Like, acting is so underrated. You think that it's easy to do. One thing I've learned is, like, speaking into, say, this camera here, when I first started, I thought it was really hard. I wasn't as able to speak as I am now. I was dead slow. It's like when people first start interviewing you and stuff, like, you're always like, you don't know what to say. And it's hard to speak directly into a camera, because literally I'm speaking to nobody right now. And that's the same as acting, so to speak. Like, you're there, you stood in the situation, you've just got to go for it. All eyes on you, and you got to just not care what other people's opinions are and think about you. You know, that's why I think acting is absolutely amazing. It's just I think it's a talent that you're born with, me. Like, yeah, you can learn it and you can improve in scenarios, but the fact is, right, you've got to have the confidence, the abilities to go out there and do it in front of everybody. You see how many people stood in that room with the guns in, and Dan ran in the middle screaming, and then he was speaking his lines. To me, it's so hard to do that. You might think that's so easy, but how many people can't stand there and just do a presentation in front of the class, or you can't read a book, or you can't speak out loud? You know, it's just pure talent. I enjoyed this episode really well, me. I think Dan acted fantastic. I thought it's a bit weird though how we got like a Dan episode out of nowhere, but then it was justified at the end by Lucifer saying, well, Dan was like, oh, thanks Lucifer, I really needed this, and he's like, oh, well, that's not why I've done this at all. Well, why did you do it? Because you fucking shot me, Dan. You know what I mean? That is hilarious. Like, literally, I love it. You know what, right? Dan has got good chemistry with literally everyone in different ways. You know, the way he has with Amenadiel, like a friendship. The Maze, it's kind of like Maze is a tough one. Like, what would you think? Like, they're not attracted to each other, but they have that, like, they have that thing, like, and then obviously Lucifer, it is definitely a love-hate thing. Like, when he was speaking to Chloe, she was like, yeah, you know, you and Dan have this thing where, you know, you piss each other off, you're back and forth, but because Dan's not playing, you're just bored, you know, and that is true. And Lucifer said that this costs 5.1 million to make, right? And I wonder if that's a little Easter egg of how much that episode cost. 5.1 million. Let's pretend it was 5.1 million. Do you think it was worth it? I do. I think it was sick. I thought it was a great episode. But then it makes you wonder in your head, yeah, like, bloody hell, does every episode cost 5 mil? And if you think about it, obviously, if you've got you got 10. Just say you got 10 episodes in one season. That's 50 million, mate, off a Netflix season, and it's more than that. So like, how much money are they actually making back off it? I always think it's mad. Me, you invest 5 million one episode and you actually get that back. It's ridiculous. And then you Lucifer said that. Did you notice all the little Easter eggs that he planted inside it? But you know what? I don't think I noticed any of them. I'm disappointed that I didn't, you know. I would like to know if you guys did, because the last episode, yeah, I noticed one episode of the previous seasons. I think it was this season, Diablo, it was on a poster in the gym, and now somebody in the comments said actually all the posters on that wall was different Lucifer episodes throughout the series. Now that's great. I mean, I'm proud that I even clocked one, but you guys pointed that out, and I like these more little Easter eggs in the show. And if you guys did see any in this episode, like, please let me know like which ones he was, because I literally don't think I seen any of them. We didn't have much of, well, we didn't have God at all this episode, and we've not had Michael literally, what, we're 3 episodes in now. We've not had him at all since he's been banished, so that's an interesting one. I'm really excited. You know, we've not had one bad episode so far. I still think that episode 2, or whichever one you say, part 2 of part B, was the best one, the singing one, but everyone has been top drawer. Loved it. You know, I don't think we ever get one Lucifer episode that we come out of it and think wasn't worth clicking. So what a credit to this show. I can't wait to watch more. I'd like to thank every single person that clicked on today's video. You guys are amazing. I love you all so much. Thanks for leaving your comments and your likes, your dislikes. You know, all the engagement means absolute world to me, so thank you. If you do want to watch the full video in the next one, or any of the others on the channel, they will always be free in the description below. Just go over there and enjoy it. So thanks very much, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.